Hey tubers, welcome back for another adventure. Mrs. Spooner is becoming a little upset with me. She wants the driveway cleared up. And while I was kind of going through some stuff down here, I rediscovered a hoard of stuff I bought from a guy up in Selkirk, New York. He was kind of a wheeler and a dealer. He had a lot of projects he was working on. But it was fall. I guess it'll be 2 years ago I bought this stuff come this fall. Anyway, he had this hoard of stuff and he just wanted to make some space for the winter and free up a couple of dollars. So here's a quick overview of what I got from him. Obviously a frame, a motor, another motor, air cleaner, front bumper, that box of stuff, and there is yet one more motor over here. And why don't we start by taking a look at that to see if it's even worth talking about. So this motor here is off of a Honda three-wheeler. It's probably the ATC 200M or 200E, right? You could see the electric starter on it. I just clipped the jump pack on there to see if the electric starter was functional, because that's your first $25 on any deal. And by the way, if you're testing an electric starter and you don't have the load of turning over the engine, don't just turn on your jump pack or just hit it with full zoomy, because this motor could spin up to the point where you throw the coils off it and then it's dead. So you know, be a little careful. If you don't have a load on it, just test it a little bit. Don't fire it up and let it wing away until it explodes. So back to looking over this motor. I mean, it's complete. That all looks very nice, right? The head's here. Intake, exhaust looks good, nothing broken, right? I'm almost to the point where I'm smiling here. Just turning it around quickly without dropping it to the ground. I think that output shaft is okay. The shifter's okay. Doesn't seem to be locked up. Seems to turn freely. Right. That little click in the fight me is the valves. So I went a full time around. So anyway, this motor here, if you were, and by the way, it's also an old timer. Sorry about saying that over and over again. This is an old timer. It has the manual compression release. Anyway, this motor, as it sits, you know, you got the jug, you got the head, you got a starter, cover's good. I mean, you're buying the individual parts, you can easily make it up into the hundreds. Alright, here we have the third engine. It is missing some pieces, right? There's no starter here. To me it looks like it's a 250X engine. The compression release is here. Looks like the skull cap is loose. Whenever you get an engine, one of the first things you want to determine, is it free? Is it seized? What kind of shape are we in? So I took the cap off. And these caps are even nice to get in decent shape. And it looks like both of those are in decent shape. This also has the whole reverse intact. So we get a couple RPM out of it. And it's going around. And you can see the skull cap's moving. So that means that the cam is in it and the timing chain's in it and it's turning things around. Obviously I can do a quick check of the timing and see what that looks like, but maybe he just borrowed parts off of this. So that's good. I believe this is where the cable hooks up, so the clutch is here, and old super fingers. I mean, there's something there, so that's a good thing in the land of the clutch. Alright, let's take a look at the box of part. Oh, I got two mufflers. check it out. 2 complete mufflers. And I'd love if one of these was a 300EX muffler, because then I could take off that Super Trap, I believe it's a Super Trap, exhaust off the ugly guy. Put this on here. Oh, came with a part of a wire harness that determines if I'm in neutral or not, or in reverse. Yeah, looks like I got the stator is in the engine. Looks like I got part of the wire harness here too. Wire harnesses are good, even if they're kind of junk. They're also good so that you can always just cut the connectors off of them. The shifter looks good. The output shaft looks good. The Kickstarter looks good. You know what? This engine might run again someday. Okay, let's go through the last of the parts. Came with this air cleaner that says Suzuki on it. So, I don't know what that's off of. Front bumper, always good. Always good. And it came with this box of parts. Yeah, once again, the guy was in a clean out mode. Like, this headlight is off of a 250, ATC 250 SX. And if anybody's familiar with these things, this is expensive. This is money right here. So let's put this someplace safe and try not to ruin it any more than it's already been wrecked. And let's see what parts he gave me. Alright. Yeah, he just picked up a box and started putting stuff in it. Alright, this is off the ATC 200. This is the front gear that goes on that 200E or 200M. A few bolts, always handy. Oh, we got the starter stuff. The only annoying thing about having a starter loose like that is a lot of times there's shims that one doesn't necessarily have. Here's the outer cover on that electric start. Here's the inner cover with the stator. Oh, maybe there's 2 of them. Oh, just dumped the shims. There we go. More gears. I think I got all the external parts off the 200E or 200M. Got a wire harness with a starting solenoid. So, got most everything I need here to put these parts back together again. I just got to find some place safe to put them and get them off the driveway. Got a few other projects out here, mini bikes and grills and